Okay, hello everyone. Welcome back to our online class. So today we are going to study about our Hangout 5 in our first session. Okay, everyone. So today is Monday, December 21st and 2020, right? Okay, so our lesson today we're gonna study about our unit 3, thinking about the past. Okay, so before we start, teacher also would like to do something review regarding to what you studied from our reading. Okay, as we know that in our previous video, we are studied about the reading, right? Okay, so now let's spend some time to see about our question together. So the first question is, what was the first device used to record sounds? Okay, and second question is, where did people used to play cassette tapes? And last question is, why is it easier to rewind CDs than tapes? Okay, so before we are going to answer, the teacher would like to let all of you to read our reading once again. Okay, everyone. So it is about our listening to the music in the past time. Okay, so now let's start. Right, do you like listening to music? The way people listen to music now is different from the past. Let's take a look at how people used to listen to music. Records were the first device used to record sounds, but in the 1960s, the 8-track became more popular. These tapes were smaller and easier to carry. Listeners could skip a song with fast forward and rewind buttons. Unfortunately, you had to guess when to stop rewinding. In 1980, cassette tapes replaced 8 tracks. They had the same features, but were much smaller. People used to play cassette tapes in their cars or on portable tape players. Portable tape players made it easy to listen to music while doing work or exercise. In the 1990s, compact discs (CDs) replaced tapes. CDs store digital music. It's easy to rewind or fast-forward a CD. You can make it start at the beginning of any song. Most people don't play CDs any longer. They keep music as digital files on their phones, MP3 players, and computers. How do you think music formats will change in the future? Okay, everyone. So we have three questions. One is, what was the first device used to record sounds? Okay, so have you got the answer? All right. So the first device used to record sound was the 8-track tape. Good job. Okay. So now next question is, where did people used to play cassette tapes? Where? Okay, so people used to play cassette tapes in their cars or on portable tape players. Our last question is, why is it easier to rewind CDs than tapes? Do you know CDs and what is tapes? Okay, so as we know that like cassette tape were much smaller than the 8-track, right? Okay, so now let's see about our answer. So the answer is because CD store digital music. As we know that most of the digital music are stored in the CDs than tapes, right? Okay, so now move to our next slide is we are going to continue our lesson. It is on page 38. Please turn your book to page 38 together, everyone. Yes, so it is about our part D. Listen and answers the girls' questions. All right, so as what you can see in our picture, maybe they are students, they are in their classroom, right? So they are listening to the music. So you can see that the way that they listen to their music are really different, right? Okay, as what you can see, the boy and the girl at the front, they are using their, what do we call it, everyone? It's the kind of earphone, right? Okay, they use the earphone in order to listen to music, and then they also, I guess that they are using the iPod or the MP3 player to listen to the music, right? And for the other guys at the back, as what you can see, a boy, yes, maybe he is holding the tablet or the iPad, right? Okay, and the girl at the back, I guess She is wearing the earphone as well, the headset, right? Maybe she is wearing the headset, and so she is listening to the music as well. So as what you can see in the picture in here, the differences between listening to music right now, just like most people, they use the earphone to listen to music, and others just listen to music without any headset or earphone, right? Okay, so you are going to listen to our track 037. Okay, now let's start together.
D. Listen and answer the girls' questions.
Hi, Tessa. How are you?
Pretty good. What are you listening to?
Just some music on my iPod. I can't believe people used to use cassette tapes.
My mom used to play cassette tapes when I was a baby.
Mine too. I read an article about music when I was surfing the internet last night.
So, it was about cassette tapes?
It was about all music formats.
Number 1.
How did people listen to music before tapes? I never heard of that before.
Number 2.
What was the first way people listened to music? Ah, my father has some of those. They are big, right?
Yes, music has changed a lot.
I know. I heard people used to carry around big radios back then.
Not always. Some people could listen to music while they ran or walked.
Number 3.
How did people listen to music while they exercised before smartphones? Ah, I see. That sounds like a cool article.
I'll bring it tomorrow. You can borrow it if you like.
Can you just send me a link?
Oh yeah, I forgot I can do that too.
Everyone, so now let's move on to our part A. Listen again and check your answers. So this time you have to listen carefully, and then you need to check your answer by listening to our track 038. Okay, now let's start.
E. Listen again and check your answers.
Hi, Tessa. How are you?
Pretty good. What are you listening to?
Just some music on my iPod. I can't believe people used to use cassette tapes.
My mom used to play cassette tapes when I was a baby.
Mine too. I read an article about music when I was surfing the internet last night.
So, it was about cassette tapes?
It was about all music formats.
How did people listen to music before tapes?
On 8 tracks.
I never heard of that before. What was the first way people listened to music?
On records.
Ah, my father has some of those. They are big, right?
Yes, music has changed a lot.
I know. I heard people used to carry around big radios back then.
Not always. Some people could listen to music while they ran or walked.
How did people listen to music while they exercised before smartphones?
On portable players.
Ah, I see. That sounds like a cool article.
I'll bring it tomorrow. You can borrow it if you like.
Can you just send me a link?
Oh yeah, I forgot I can do that too.
Alright, everyone, so now it's time to check about our answer. So now we go to our number 1, A, B, or C. So the correct answer is letter B, and number 2 is letter A, and for number 3 is it is letter C. Okay, so we have found 3 answers, 1 B, 2 A, and number 3 is letter C. Alright, everyone, so now we move on to our part F. which is about answer the questions with information from the reading. So you can turn your book to page 36 and page 37 in order to read the reading once again. Okay, so make sure that you can answer the fourth question. So our first question is, when did 8 tracks become popular? 2. What's the difference between 8 tracks and cassette tapes? 3. In which music format can you use rewind and fast forward? The last question is, how do most people listen to music now? Okay, so I believe that you could answer all these questions by reading the text once again on page 36 and page 37. Okay, everyone, it's time for have a break. See you in our second video.